We're learning right now maschet peah in the YERUSHALMI. We're starting from the first page, Daf Aleph. Elu dvarim she'en shiur. So we're saying right now things that have no shiur. There's no numerical sequence that we need to fulfill in order to do the mitzvah. Doing the smallest amount is good enough. Ha-peah. What is peah? Peah is what you leave on the corners of your field for the poor people. Okay? That is what peah is. That's what our maschet is dealing with. 72 pages that talk about peah. How the laws of leaving the corners of your field to the poor people. Bikurim. What is bikurim? The first fruits that you have from your field, you bring to God. How much do you have to bring? What's the amount? Well, there's no shiur. Hareayon. What is reayon? Re'iyah. The first few pages talk about all the people that have to go and see God. On the Shalosh Hagam, a man has to go visit God. Now, how much you have to visit? So there's no number. Ugmilus chasadim. What does chesed mean? So there are two key parts to chesed. There is chesed with your body, and there is chesed with your money. Says a Maram Fulda. There's no Rashi in YERUSHALMI, so we have Maram Fulda. So where Rashi would be, he's like this. When it's chesed with your body, there is no shiur. There's no amount that you need to do, required to do. But when it's with your money, you are required to put away chomesh, 25% of your money, or I believe it's 25 or 20, 25. You need to put aside 20% of your money. Put aside for chesed. Okay, that is a chiyuv. You have to do that. But there's a number for that. So when it says enam shiur, it's referring to chesed in your body. What is chesed in your body? That is bikorcholim, taking care of sick people, and it is burial. Burying a dead person. Yes? So that is with your body. Mitzvahs that are with your body, there's no shiur. Mitzvahs, chesed that is with your money, that has a shiur. Mishnah is talking about chesed with your body. Okay, so that's Nulus Chasadim. The Talmud Torah. There is no amount. You can't say, I have to learn 4 hours a day, 5 hours a day. There is no amount. It says in the book of Yoshua, every man has a chiyuv to learn Torah all day and all night. Now, it's not literal. The Nefesh HaChaim in Shar Aleph springs in Perek Vav, I believe, that the chiyuv of Talmud Torah is only when you have free time. When you're working and you're at work and you're in your office from 9 to 5, do not get all, no, I'm bittul Torah, this, bittul Torah, that. No. There is no chiyuv when you are making money, when you're making parnasa. The chiyuv is only created when you have free time. But the Rashbi, he's the only man who says even when you don't have free time, even when you're working, you shouldn't work and you should only learn Torah. We don't follow the Rashbi, we follow Shitas Rabbi Yishmael and Masechah Brachos. Since the Gemara says, why don't we follow Rashbi? The Gemara says, since many people did the Rashbi style, they only learned Torah, they didn't take care of Parnasa, and Lo ala bi'adam, that's what the Gemara says. So the Nefesh HaChaim and all the rabbis say, very, very, very pro Shitas Rabbi Yishmael. The Chiyuv Talmud Torah is only when you have free time. But again, there's no shiur on how much I need to learn. Okay? We don't eat from the fruit. We don't receive the real reward. The real reward is waiting for Olam Haba. We only receive the fruits of the real reward. What is it? We have kibud av va'em and gemilus chasadim and havat shalom adam l'chavero, making peace between two people. And the Talmud Torah connected kula. Learning Torah is the ultimate. The Nefesh HaChaim says that 1 second of learning Torah is greater than doing all the mitzvahs at once. Why? Because the mitzvahs are actions, whereas Torah is direct connection to God. Rabbi Binyamin Bar Levi Amar. So now we're showing the Gemara. Rabbi Binyamin Bar Levi Amar Rabbi Yitzchok. Sorry, again. Rabbi Binyamin Bar Levi Amar. Rabbi Yitzchok v'Rav Ami havu yatvun. They were saying together. Maschet. They asked the question, Lama loy taninan truma. Why wasn't truma mentioned as one of the things that you don't need to have a shiur for it? Because truma is one of those things that if you have, what is truma? So you have a kli. A kli is a pile of wheat. And you have miruach. Miruach is when we stick the utensil of gathering the wheat into the pile, and that is when the chiyuv for truma is created. There's no chiyuv to be mafresh truma until you have a kli. You have miruach. Miruach is when you stick the thing into the pile. But how much truma do you need to give in order for yotzei? A little bit. There's no shiur. There's no number. There's no 10%, 20%. There's no number. Well, that's however much you want to give. So why wasn't truma mentioned in the Mishnah as one of the things that have no number? Right? Just like peah is, and just like bikurim is. Says the Gemara, two answers. Okay? Omar Rabami, Rabami says because there's a machlokas, whether truma has a number or doesn't have a number. Because there's a machlokas, whether truma does indeed have a number or does not have a number, that's why the Mishnah did not want to deal with things that have machlokas involved. Omar Rabbi Yosi, second answer. Then we'll say kol sadot bikurim, then we'll say kol sadot truma. A man can make his entire field full of bikurim. If you want, you can make your entire field bikurim. If you have tons of cheshek and you're like, wow, one whole field bikurim can do it. But truma, you cannot make your entire field of truma. The Maram Fulda brings us from verses. It says in the Torah, Reshit bikurat matcha. So, and in Yechezkel it says the word kol. So Reshit with kol means all of them. But in truma it says only the word Reshit. Reshit means beginning and not end. Only a portion you can make truma, you cannot make it all truma. That's why the Mishnah did not write down truma. Hatevun. There's a brace that goes against this. Harei omer peah. You have the Mishnah says peah. Peah, we know you cannot make an entire field peah, yet still the peah is written in the Mishnah. So so just like peah is written in the Mishnah, so truma should be written in the Mishnah. Answers the Gemara, Betanisa, Omer Rabbi Yosi. This is a very gishmak answer. K'tzirat shibolet harishona. Because guys, when are you chayav in peah? When if a poor person knocks on your door and says, "Hey, give me some of that peah," you just have to give him. So the chiyuv of giving peah is only born when you do the ktsira, when you cut the first piece of wheat on the corner of your field. That's when you have to. Once you take a piece for yourself, that's when you're chayav the peah. So says the Gemara, says Rav Yossi, ktsirat shibolet harishona. The first ktsira is like domel lemirucho, is like miruach of. Miruach, we already explained, is you sticking the utensil into the pile, to the kri of truma. But so bikesh la'asot kol sadeu peah. So what do we see? You're right. You can make your whole field peah, but once you do the melachas k'tira, once you cut a piece off, then you can make your entire field peah. So again, you cannot make 100% of your field peah. You can only make 99.9999999%. Why? Because that 0.1% is the ktsira that you cut off from the side. So the rest can be peah, but you can indeed make the rest peah. So the leftovers, you can make all of them peah. But the Ramoche here, in regards to truma, but bikesh לעשות כל קריות תרומה אינו עושה. You cannot, even the leftovers, you can only make a portion truma, you cannot make it all truma. דתנינא, we have a Mishnah, תמן, האומר כל גורני תרומה וכל עיסתי חלה, לא אמר כלום עד שישאר מקצת שיבולת, עד שישאר מקצת. What do we see? That in truma, the leftovers, you cannot make all of the leftovers truma. Only a portion you can make truma. So we see a clearly defined difference between truma and the peah. So guys, why didn't we write down truma? Maskana, we have two answers. The first answer is because that truma, that truma, there's a machlokas, whether there's a number or not a number, there's a shi'ur. That's the first answer we had. And the second answer we had is because truma, the leftovers cannot all be truma, only a portion of leftovers. Whereas with peah, all the leftovers can be done truma. This is the end of Daf Aleph in Masachet Peah.